Hello and welcome to another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. In each episode, we take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney Plus. On this episode, we are taking a look at the Disney Plus original documentary, A Spark Story, and also stay tuned for our bonus story as we take a deep dive into Pixar Pier at Disney's California Adventure. And I ask, if you are enjoying these videos, please do hit that subscribe button. That way you will be notified with each new video. But for now, sit back and enjoy this episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, today we're covering A Spark Story. And this is a documentary that was released on September 24th, 2021. And it was directed by Jason Sherman and Leanne Dare. And it was a co-production between Pixar Animation Studios and Supper Club, and it was distributed on Disney Plus. So let's take a look at the production history. So on January 20th, 2020, the Walt Disney Company announced that an untitled documentary series would be developed based on the Spark Shorts series that was being developed at Pixar. The documentary would look at the next generation of filmmakers that were working at Pixar. On July 21st, 2021, it was announced that the project was being redeveloped into a feature film. So in terms of the cast, the documentary follows two filmmakers, Apton Corbin and Luis Gonzalez, as well as it features other interviews with Pixar staff, including Pixar Executive Creative Officer Pete Docter. And the film centers on the two directors, like I said, Apton Corbin and Luis Gonzalez, as they bring their work together on their projects 20-something and Nona to the screen. So there's not much in terms of to discuss really on the film. It is a basic documentary. I think it's a great film as gives a great behind the scenes look at how animation is made. And I like how the two directors they chose, as they both give personal stories behind not only their journey to Pixar, but also their inspiration behind the shorts and their thought processes throughout their entire journey. And they chose two very different directors. Like Luis Gonzalez is a Pixar veteran, and he's been there since The Incredibles. And then Apton had been there just recently, and she's only 26 years old. So it was quite a difference of the two different journeys on how they got to Pixar. Again, not a lot to discuss on this one, but I totally recommend you check this out, especially anyone who has an interest in how animation gets made, because it shows a step-by-step process on how the Pixar shorts, as well as the Spark Shorts program, which I thought was a really great program so we get to see the next generation of Pixar filmmakers. So as we move into our bonus story, we're going to take a look at Pixar Pier. So this is located in California Adventure theme park, and it is a themed-based land based on a Victorian boardwalk. Originally, it was named Paradise Pier, and the land opened in 2001 as part of the California Adventure. However, it was rethemed after a $1.1 billion renovation project of California Adventure. The first attraction to the retheming was the addition of Toy Story Mania on June 17th, 2008. On June 23rd, 2018, the land was actually officially retitled Pixar Pier. In terms of the attractions, so we have the Games of Pixar Pier, which is a collection of fun boardwalk games themed to Pixar characters. And so there's several of these games. The first one is Bullseye Stallion Stampede, and then we have La Luna Starcatcher, Wall-E Space Race, Heimlich's Candy Corn Toss. So these are the classic board game that you find in carnivals or boardwalks, or for Canadian fans like Calgary Stampede. These are all the classic carnival games, and then you get the chance to win some Pixar prizes as well. There is also Jesse's Critter Carousel, and this is a classic carousel that was originally themed to King Triton's Carousel of the Sea, but then it was rethemed to include all the classic Jesse Woody Roundup kind of critter characters. Another attraction that was re-added was the Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind, And this is a classic spinner ride where you ride one of the themed balloon baskets and you get a great view of California Adventure. The thrill ride that was added was the Incredicoaster, and this is a steel roller coaster with a top speed of 55 miles per hour. The Pixar Pal Around, which is an eccentric wheel designed to be a Ferris wheel in appearance, but guests load into gondolas featuring Pixar characters. Guests can choose between swinging and non-swinging gondolas. And then finally, the main event is Toy Story Mania, and this is an interactive 4D attraction where guests play carnival games with their favorite Toy Story characters. I'm not going to go into huge detail with some of these attractions because I think they deserve their own separate videos, but this is definitely one of the highlight theme lands of California Adventure. In terms of dining, shopping, and entertainment, there is the Lampland Lounge, which is a sit-down restaurant that serves gastropub food and signature cocktails. There is Jack Jack's Cookie Num Nums, which is a snack cart with the signature, and I add, very delicious Jack Jack cookie. The Poultry Palace, which is a quick service restaurant serving chicken nuggets and of course other fast food. Several other quick service ones, and they include Angry Dogs, Adorable Snowman's Frosted Treats, and Senor Buzz's Churros. In terms of shopping, there are several gift stores selling lots of different Pixar-related merchandise, and these include Knickknacks, Midway Mercantile, and Bing Bong's Sweet Stuff. In terms of entertainment, there is the Operation Playtime, which is where the Green Army Men patrol, featuring the Green Army Man Patrol, where they come and they do meet and greets as well as they play a selection of musics. And then finally, there is the Celebration of Coco, which is a interactive celebration of the music of Coco, and it features puppetry as well. And from time to time, you will get some Pixar meet and greets. I have seen Woody, Buzz, Jessie all doing meet and greets. There's been the characters from Inside Out. During Halloween, actually, they use the Pixar villains. So you get a chance to get a photo up with Sid from Toy Story. So definitely, I think this is a great themed land with lots of fun attractions. I love Toy Story Mania. It's one of the highlights that I always must go when I visit this land. And then I find the Jack Jack cookie so amazing that it's one of the go-to treats every time. So I think this is a land that has fun things for kids of all ages. So thank you so much for joining us here on Disney Movie Investigation on this episode. I would invite anyone to please leave a comment below on what they think of a Spark story, along as what is your favorite memory of Pixar Pier. And so as we look forward to our next episode, we are going to conclude our series on the Beauty and the Beast films as we take a look at the live-action Beauty and the Beast starring Emma Watson. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.